Oh dear, largest iceberg a23a on the move. Are more coming? Hello, this is ChartGPT today. Yeah, a little science news here. There's a new iceberg that has just broken off. It's called a23a. It doesn't get a name, I guess. And it's almost the size of, well, Greater London, not quite as big as the island of Hawaii, but it's a huge iceberg that's finally broken off from Antarctica. And here you can see a picture of it. It looks like a tooth. They're calling it the tooth iceberg. Maybe they should rename it. And it's just broken away here. And its path is currently on its way up to South Georgia Island, and it may get stuck again. So it's there today, kind of in the middle. It's on its way into the South Atlantic, on the other side, Atlantic side of the peninsula of South America. So that's coming. You know, icebergs can do a lot of damage. Here's a picture of what can happen to a ship if it hits an iceberg. So they're very dangerous for shipping going around the southern part of South America. And there's more ships going there because of the Panama Canal situation. And here's kind of a factoid of it. It's moved about 100 miles since it broke off back in 1986 from the Listener ice shelf in Antarctica. After 30 years or so being stuck on the spot, the iceberg is on the move again, and it decreased in size sufficiently to lose its grip and start moving, because icebergs do tend to melt. And it could become aground again near South Georgia in the South Atlantic, a place where seals and seabirds can be threatened. So that'll be something they'll be watching, because it's so huge. But eventually all bergs, however big, are doomed to melt and wither away in the not warm, but warmer water that will melt the icebergs away. So they all tend to die off. Kind of interesting question, are there more coming? Well, obviously icebergs aren't going away. It's kind of a infographic to show how they're formed. They call it calving. So they have this ice shelf that develops, and then they get launched off the sea after they get a fracture. So let's get into the numbers. Are they coming? Of course they're coming. They always will. Here's a view of icebergs in the north, south of the 48th latitude there. And you can see they kind of popped up in the 1990s, but it's back down into 2000, risen up a little bit. So the bottom line is that icebergs kind of come and go, and so I don't think there's any specific trend there that can be seen, and that's in the north. But going to the south, we can see the percentage of icebergs at each size of classes over the years since 1981. Pretty much the same. The smaller ones that they say it was a rise, and of course in the article in the description box on the post link basically says that they have better tracking of even the smaller ones. These are the 10 to 50 meter size, which can be just as dangerous. So the odds are that we are going to have more icebergs, but there's not any more or any less. We asked the AI, is that a sign of climate change, even if you did? And it basically says not necessarily. So there's no fear of kind of a new round of iceberg creating climate change. So that probably is a myth that is not there. Nevertheless, they are dangerous to the shipping, and so they always have to be tracked, and they do track them. So given that, I mean, you know, so there's a lot of climate change alarmists out there kind of suggesting that this might be due to climate change. Do you think, take our online poll, do you think scientists have a good understanding of climate change or not? Follow the post link in the description box below, and you can answer that poll. In the meantime, watch out for floating iceberg going by your house, and don't forget to subscribe.